Hello there everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make this square Kumihimo braid using two colours of cord, and it looks like this. So this is the effect that you can get, and I've just chosen two different colours here to show you the technique and the distinct sides on the braid, as you can see, all the way around, and it's then giving you this square effect to the braid. So this is the effect that you can achieve. So if you want to learn how to do this, then keep watching. So these are just a few things that we need to make this square braid. Now I'm using my Kumihimo disc in this case. I'm just using the round one. Now with this braid you can actually use either the round or the square one. It doesn't matter at all because we're not moving around the disc as we do on a normal braid, so you can use either one that you want. And then the cords that I'm using to demonstrate with in this case is just some 1mm satin cord, and I'm just using the two different colours here just to show you the effect that you can get from using the two different colours. But you can use any kind of thread or cord for this that you want to. This is just demonstrate with. So let's get our things together and let's get started. So I've already cut my cord ready here so we can get started. And what I have in total, it's 8 lengths of 1 meter each. And what I have, because I'm using the two colours, is 4 lengths of each colour. And this is just, it's going to be a 16 strand braid. But what I'm doing is I'm doubling them over. So here, put all your ends together to find the middle. There, and then I just put a simple knot right there in the middle so I know where that is. That's going to be my starting point. So that means I'm doubling them over, so each 1 meter length is going to work. It's about a 50 centimeter strand that we're going to be working with. So these are the cords that we need, and then what we need to do is take our cords here, and like I said, I already put the knot on, and get the Kumihimo disc. And like I said before, you can use either the round or the square. It doesn't matter, it's going to give you the exact same result. But then we need to distribute these cords on the disc in the right position. So I'll put my knot down here in the center of the disc, just in that hole you have, whether it's a square or the round one. And then I start with one colour, and then at the top here I want to put 2. Don't worry about the numbers on this, it doesn't matter. Just kind of use the dots on it rather as guidelines, because we're just going to, like I said, we're not going to be moving around the disc with this one. So I'll put my 4 colours of one side here at the top, and then the other 4 cords of the different colour on the side, and then we'll want the same colour that's on the top here, around the top dot, needs to also go around the bottom one. So the colours rather, are going to be right across from each other basically. And again, just place them around your dot there, just as a guideline. And the last ones up to the side, the same colour opposite each other. So just like this, and that's how we want to place the cords on either the square or the round disc. So what you can do now is on the back here, you can add a bit of a weight to your braid, or your knot right there in the centre, or a bit of scrap piece of cord or wire on it just to help pull it down. That's completely up to you. But then the technique that we're going to do to make this is we need to start with one opposite pair at a time. So what I'm going to do is at the top here I have my 4 cords going across, so we need the 2 in the middle, so the 2 that's right next to the dot on each side. Take that over and bring it down. So the one from the left side, bring it down to the left side of all the 4 on the bottom here, and the right side here, the one straight to the right of the dot, down, over, and then on the right side of these 4 bottom cords. And then what we need to do is take the bottom ones and bring them up. So again, the ones that are right next to the dot, the one to the left, up over and stays on the left side, so on the outside of the top ones, and the right one, up over, and stays on the right side of the top ones. So this is the first kind of movement that we've done. Now what we need to do before we move on is just reposition the cords, because obviously they're kind of a bit far apart now. So we just move all the cords back in, so they were sitting the way they were originally. The only difference is the cords have switched place, but you can't really tell because obviously it's the same colour. So just move them all in towards the dot on both the top and the bottom, just like that. And now we want to turn the disc, so we are turning the disc, but we're just turning it without the cords actually moving around the disc in the same way that a normal braid would be. So now the side ones, do the same thing. Take the top left one, but right next to the dot, bring it down, stay on the left side, and then the one on the right side, bring it down and stay on the right side. And then the bottom one here, right next to the dot, so always the very middle two of all your cords, up and stay on the same side that you took it from in relation to the dot, and the right one up and stay on the right side. So we've just done the exact same thing but just with the other pair. Move these just like before in towards the dot so you don't have any gaps there or empty slots. So all your 4 cords are right next to each other, equally spaced next to the dot. So that's the next step. So now we turn our disc again the same way, always go in the same direction, and we just keep repeating this basically. There is a bit, this is kind of the slow way of doing it. There is a bit of a quicker way once you get the hang of it. So once you got the technique down, I take my top left one down to the left, top right one down to the right, and then before I bring these up, I move these into the middle. Because it's a bit quicker doing it now, because then when you bring the bottom ones up, the bottom left one goes up, the bottom right one goes up. You still have these down here to move, to bring them in. So we still need to do that step, but as you can see the top one's already in place, like that. So it kind of takes out one step of movements. So it's just going to speed it up a little bit, so you can start doing that once you got the technique down. You're making sure you're doing the right thing. So bring your top ones down from the middle, the bottom ones from the middle, up. Sorry, there just went the wrong way. Always go on the outside, just remember that. And then we move them. So do this until you're comfortable, like I said, and then you can start kind of going the quicker way and actually skip out a movement. So I've now kept braiding until I reach the end, so it's the right length that I want it to be. So all we need to do now is get this off of the board and just kind of keep hold of your cords as you're releasing them, just so the braid doesn't unravel completely. Don't have to worry too much, it doesn't happen just instantly, but just keep hold of them just like this. And then what I'm going to do is just take the ends here and just tie a knot just to keep the end in place so it doesn't unravel while we then work on finishing it off. So just like that, and then here we have the finished square braid with 2 colours on it. So it looks like this. So as you can see, distinct colour on each side, and it's turned into the square braid. So you can obviously do it however you want to, choose the colours you want to do, and also do it in just one colour if you want to, but you get this square shape to it. That's quite nice. So that's how you make this braid, and you can always use this for many different things, and then you just need to finish off the ends. Now personally what I would do is finish it off the same way as a round braid, and I do have a video that shows how to do that, so I'm going to put a link to that in the description box. But otherwise, this is the finished braid. So I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you very much for watching. Hello there everyone. Today I want to show you how to make this button-up bracelet with beads. And this is what it looks like. So all these little knots are the individual button knots, and you just stack them on top of each other, and you can add beads as you would like. And I've also made the closure using the same knots, and it's adjustable.